So sentimental, not sentimental, no. Romantic, not discussing it. Darling, I'm down and lonely. When with the fortune and only, I've been looking for something else. Do let, juggle it, let's go slowly. Discouraged, distant from other interests. On your favorite weekend, and then this love for you.
Hey guys, it's Simi, and welcome to today's video, which is 5 tips for a better Instagram. Having a good Instagram is pretty important these days. Social media is pretty much taken over our lives, and if you don't have a good Instagram, you don't really have your life together, basically. I might be, no, that's right, yep, that's right. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys 5 tips for how to get a better Instagram, and I've done a video like this in helpful tips, which I'll link down below, but this is a little more generalized, and I always get questions on, oh my gosh, how do you edit your pictures, and like what filters do you use, and how is your Instagram so good? I never really know how to like answer that question, so I'm just gonna do a quick little tutorial on how I get my Instagram the way that it is. So let's get started with the first tip. The first tip I would recommend to having a better Instagram is to try to keep a general theme, meaning it could be color, it could be the content that you're shooting, or just like a theme, meaning all your pictures go together, whether you're using the same filter or anything like that. My theme right now, I'm getting into more colorful spectrum just because it's summer, and I didn't really like how my theme was going before. It was kind of blue and gray and kind of darker, but now I want it to be a bit lighter and brighter. So that's my new theme. It's just the general higher saturation and more colorful, but a theme doesn't have to be too specific. You can just have like a generalized feel of how you want your feed to look. So yeah, that's my first tip. On to tip number 2. Lighting is critical for a good Instagram and good posts. Natural light is the best. It's like hitting the lotto. It's amazing. Everything just looks perfect. The quality is the best. Everything's just spot on. You don't always need sun to have the best lighting though, because on cloudy days you can have really even like tones of light too. It just depends on what you're looking for. Personally, I feel like I look better in natural lighting instead of artificial, which sucks because I have to use artificial lights for my videos and stuff because it's really cloudy today and not sunny and not nice, so blah. I want your followers to be able to see the picture, you know? I feel like if it's like a dark and blurry picture, you just kind of lose those people who are looking for good quality pictures. Lighting and good quality pictures go hand in hand, so find a good light source and go with that. Tip number 3 is editing apps. So I have 3 that I want to recommend, which are basically the only 3 that I use, which are VSCO, Instacollage, and Snapseed. So everyone and their mother uses VSCO, and if you don't know what it is, it's just an editing app, which is also kind of like a social media platform. Like you can upload photos on there, which I do sometimes, and this is basically the go-to place to edit your Instagram pictures. There are filters, you can adjust lighting, sharpen your image, contrast, highlights, lowlights, a ton of that stuff. And then Snapseed is a more detailed, it doesn't have filters, but it does have the light adjustments, saturation, ambience. I like to use this before I go into my filters, just so it's the best quality picture it can be before I put a filter on top of it, because putting a filter on top of it tends to lose some of the quality of the photo, so I like it to be the best it can be before I add a filter. And then finally, Instacollage. I like to use this mainly for the edit app, or the, not edit app, but the edit feature in here. You can draw and doodle on your pictures, which I get a lot of questions on how I do that on some of my images. And then the blemish tool is amazing for pimples, and I have no shame in editing out a few pimples because I'm just a typical teen that doesn't want to deal with acne spots. Tip number 4 is good captions, and these can make or break your Instagram post. I struggle with captions so much. I have to go on Pinterest or the internet to find inspiration for my captions. My sister Madison is the best at captions. Hers are so original and unique, and I'm really jealous. But I have like in my notes, I have just a caption list, and I'm sure a ton of you have that too, of just ideas for captions. And I know my friends and I do this all the time, like, oh, do you know a good caption for this? And then we'll like try to help each other out. But captions are important, and I would suggest having a good one. That's all I can say. I have no help for that. It's just a good tip. And the fifth and final tip for a good Instagram is originality and making your pictures personal. There's a lot of Instagram competition out there and lots of good feeds, and you want yours to stand out just so people find it unique, because no one's gonna want to follow you if you're posting the same thing that other people are posting. And I know it's really hard to be original with photography these days, but if you just mix it up a little bit or just have it visually interesting, it's gonna make other people want to follow your account. So being original to the best of your ability will help make your Instagram stand out. So those are my 5 tips for having a better Instagram. If I missed any, leave them down below. Also go check out my other video where I go more in depth about an Instagram theme. It'll be linked down below. If you have any video requests, please leave them in the comments. I would love to hear them, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day and summertime, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!